Hey, what's going on everybody? It's your boy C-Pims here. In today's video, we are going to be doing soil test kits, or I should say we are going to be doing a soil test kit both on my backyard and my front yard. As you guys saw, I went ahead and I have this labeled backyard, just to remind me of how I obviously registered the kits. That way I'm not mixing them up. But anyway, let's go ahead and open this. I am going to be using this My Soil Test Kit. I have read the reviews and I've obviously seen a lot of reviews online and on YouTube about this test kit in specific. So they rate out really good. Everyone seems to really like them. So I'm going to be using this same soil test today. So let's go ahead and open the box and I'll show you guys what comes in it. So basically, right here, right off the bat, you have your basically your instructions. Now, it shows obviously how you register your kit, collecting your soil sample, and then obviously mailing it back to them. So that's all important information there included. Next, you have your already prepaid packaged envelope, so you don't have to worry about going to your local UPS store or your mail place and paying for shipping or any of that. That's already included in this, so that's pretty cool. Now getting to the main parts for this. Here you have your little measuring cup. Oh, sorry. Here you have your little measuring cup. This is what you're going to be using to collect your soil sample and put it into the jar that they provide you. So, and then here's the main part of where the action takes place, I guess you could say. So this is the jar that you get. Now this is a jar that has like deionized water, I think, or distilled water, one of those two. And then in there, as you guys can probably see if I can get it closer, in there you can see that little, it's almost like a ball shaped, that is like a resin capsule. So what happens basically is when you go ahead and you take your soil and you dump it into this jar, once it's in this jar, what it'll do eventually is start kind of, I wouldn't say it sticks, but it obviously, this resin capsule will absorb most of your soil, and that's how the soil testing is obviously done. So they'll probably take this resin capsule, they'll go ahead and obviously run it through their tests and everything else, and then that's how you get your results. So this is basically the main part of this. Now also, they do have a My Soil does have a starter kit. So basically you get your test kit, you get all that stuff that I just showed you, and then also you get a soil probe coring tool. I didn't opt for that version because I do already have this big soil probe tool, so I didn't obviously need another one, so that's why I'm just going to be using my own today. Now obviously you don't have to use this at all whatsoever. You can honestly just use your basic shovel and go ahead and obviously dig out a certain area and then take your soil sample from there. But I find this obviously way less invasive on your turf and just your yard in general, so that's why I'm going to be using this specific soil testing probe. But like I said, they do have starter kits, so if you want to get your testing probe in there or your soil coring tool in there, you could go ahead and receive that as well. So that's pretty much it. Without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into this. It's going to be very simple, straight to the point video, like I said. So now what we're going to do is basically take this soil probe coring tool, and we're going to go ahead and I'm going to start in my backyard actually first because I have the backyard test. So we're going to go ahead, go throughout parts of my backyard and pull samples out. And what you want to do actually is you could use already, if you take these out, if you take out your jar and your measuring cup, you could go ahead and actually just use the box that they provide, just to put your soil samples or your soil cores in here, and then you can break them up and then obviously use your measuring cup from there. So without further ado, that's what we're going to be doing. Let's jump right into this. Hey guys, real quick, what I want to mention too before we go ahead and start this is, in my case, what I'm going to do is go ahead and take like 6 different samples throughout my lawn. Now Maggie wants to be in the video today, I guess, which is fine. But yeah, so we're gonna go ahead. Can you please move? We're gonna go ahead and start collecting the samples. So I'm gonna go ahead and take my soil coring tool. Gonna go ahead and I'll do about 6 different areas of my yard here. I'd probably say a good like 4 to 6 samples is good enough. Now, what you do want to do is probably go, when you do this, is probably take at least, go down about 3 to 4 inches into the soil. That way it just gives a very good, obviously sample for them to test. So without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and start on the right side part of my backyard here. I'm gonna go ahead and collect 2 from this area, probably collect 2 in the middle, and then 2 on the very far left side. Alrighty guys, well, I just want to jump in here real quick and kind of show you guys what my soil looks like. Now, as I stated in my previous videos, that I have really hard gray clay soil. Now, if you guys might have saw from when I was taking some of the cores out, you might have been able to see it, but I'll show you guys up close what most of my soil looks like. This right here is just rock hard stuff. I mean, you can see I'm trying to crush it. It breaks up pretty easy now, obviously, because we just had some rain a little while ago. Well, I mean a little while ago, I mean like a few days ago. So that's why it breaks up kind of easy. But as you saw, even me sticking the probe trying to get the cores is pretty difficult. So yeah, so now what I need to go ahead and do is go ahead and break up all these cores and get them into more finer particles so I can put. So I'm gonna go ahead and break all these cores up into finer particles, and then go ahead and dump them into the jar. And then that'll be it for this test on the backyard, and then we'll do the same thing out in the front yard. So let's keep this video going. You want to try to get out if there's any like grass blades or anything in there. You want to try and filter those out, or any other organic materials such as roots, etc. Now, you're obviously not going to get it all out, but you want to try and get as much out as you can. Now, like I said, you don't have to sit here all day and filter through everything and screen it and all that. I'm not telling you to do that, but just kind of go ahead and go through and filter some things out. So I'll probably set this or speed this up for you guys, so then we can move on to the front yard. What we're going to go ahead and do is I'm going to take my measuring cup here, I'm gonna go ahead and take, obviously, from the soil here in the box, I'm gonna go ahead and take a scoop out, and I'm gonna go ahead and place it into my jar here. So let's go ahead and do that. And open up the jar. Okay. Take my scoop. I'm gonna just go from right in the center because that's where it's all mixed up really good at. So as you can see, full scoop. Go ahead and dump it in my jar here. Actually, to be honest, I could probably fit a little tad more in there. Okay. As you guys can see, if I could do it without spilling it, as you guys can see, we're really full. Go ahead, twist your cap back on. Make sure it's good and tight, that way it doesn't spill out when you ship it back. There we go, guys. It's that easy. So now that you guys have seen the process on basically how to do it, I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing to the front yard. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay guys, so I got my front yard done as well, as you guys saw. As you guys can see too, I just want to give you guys a close-up as well again with the front yard. As you guys can see, it's the same clay soil. I mean, this stuff, I tell you, this stuff is difficult to deal with, man. Trying to even get some of these cores was a challenge, but yeah. I mean, I have some other stuff in here as well too mixed in, but that's just for me, you know, over time, just trying to help with this clay soil. Now, what I am curious about, as you guys saw, I put down that gypsum right in the front yard. I'm curious to see if that will have any effect on the test itself. So we'll see if it does or not. That's kind of also why I wanted to do two different tests, just to see if gypsum will have an effect on anything. So, but yeah, I'll go ahead and continue breaking this stuff up here, and then get back to you guys once we're all said and done. Alrighty, you guys. Well, that's pretty much it for this video. As you guys saw, I went ahead and did the soil test for both the backyard and the front yard. Pretty simple and straightforward process, like I said. All you got to do is, you know, pull cores out of your lawn / your soil. Go ahead, mix them all up in the box that they provide, and then from there you just take the scooper and then dump it in the jar that they provide for you, and then go ahead and just stick them in the mailbox since it's already obviously prepaid shipping back to them. So yeah, other than that, guys, I am super interested and, to be honest, kind of excited because this is my first time doing a soil test on either of my lawns, for that matter, both the front and the backyard. So I'm interested to see my results. In the next video, I will provide those results for you guys. Obviously, because it takes a little while for it to get to them, and then for them to process and read everything with the soil. So yeah, with all that being said, if you guys did enjoy watching this video, please go ahead, smash that thumbs up button for me. As I always say, it really helps me out, lets me know what you guys are enjoying on my channel, pushes my channel and my videos out in the YouTube algorithm to reach more people. After doing that, go ahead, smash that subscribe button down below and hit the bell notifications. That way you can get notified for when I upload new videos. Check out my social medias in the description below. I got personal Instagram and I got my photography Instagram. Go ahead, check those out. With all that being said, it's your boy C Pams. Peace out, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.